Welcome back, freshman class of 2024. Today we want to talk about student responsibilities because now you are in high school, and so what you start today is what you are going to have to either continue to do or to improve on in order for us to be able to graduate you in May of 2024. Our high school expectations are very, very simple, okay? There are 5 things that we need you to have every day when you come to traditional school, starting on Monday. Number 1, you need to bring your Chromebook every single day, and it needs to be charged every single night. Please make sure that you have that Chromebook with you. If you do not have that Chromebook with you, you will be taking notes the old-fashioned way, so please make sure that you have your Chromebook charged. Your Chromebook can be charged and it will make it through the day if you do not download YouTube videos and games and things like that, because I cannot guarantee that you have a place where you can charge up your Chromebook during the day. So please, again, make sure that your Chromebook is charged and you're ready for the day. Number 2, face coverings. It is still a state mandate that you have to have a face covering, and that is a state of Alabama Governor Ivey rule. So please make sure that you have your face covering on, especially if you are going to be getting onto a school bus. Make sure your face covering is on before you step onto school property. That starts on the school bus. Number 3, everyone received a student planner when you and your parent came to get a Chromebook. So we have your student planners if you did not get a Chromebook from us, but please bring your student planner. That proves that you are a freshman here for this year. So please bring that planner, put it in your backpack. Number 4, please bring a water bottle. Because of COVID, we cannot keep the water fountains open, but we want you to be able to stay hydrated. So please make sure that you bring a water bottle that you can refill at our refill stations within the school building. Number 5, and most important, you need to come to school with a good attitude, a positive attitude. It's very, very important because we're all in this together. We want you to be successful. We want you to be a sophomore in May this spring. Your teachers want the best for you, but it all kind of comes down to you. We will be more than happy to help you, but we're not going to do it for you. Please make sure you come to school with a good attitude. So if you come with those 5 things to school on the first day of our back to campus learning, you are going to be very successful. I know it's been 7 months since you have been back in school, but we still have a rule here at the Freshman Center, which is no cell phones. Because everyone has a Chromebook and everybody has access to a Chromebook and everybody has access to an email and to a clock on their Chromebook, cell phones are not permitted to be used during the school day. We do not have a bring your own device when it comes to cell phones. So when you come on campus, you're welcome to bring a cell phone, but it needs to be shut off, powered down by 7:30 in the morning, and that's 7:30 school time. That needs to stay powered off. Now, I was just checking the time, or the phone went off accidentally. They don't happen if your phone is turned off. So those are considered violations of the cell phone policy. Make sure that you turn your cell phone off by 7:30 in the morning. Now, if you are caught with your cell phone in your hand, it's not put away. A teacher will ask you for that cell phone. Please make sure that you give that cell phone to the teacher that's asking. If you refuse to give up the cell phone, then that turns into a defiance of authority issue, and unfortunately, administration has to call home and you are suspended from school because you would not give up the cell phone. Most important, keep a cell phone put away. If you do not have pockets because you're wearing leggings or jeggings, the phone cannot be in your hand as you are walking around the halls. It needs to be put away. That means not seen. If you have earbuds as you are listening to your music as you are walking down the hall, your earbuds and your cell phone will be collected together. First offense, you get the phone back at the end of the day. However, it's not always going to be a first offense, and we will discuss it further if you try to test the system. Again, keep your cell phones put away because we are trying to teach you to be responsible digital citizens. You are welcome to turn your cell phone back on at 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, when the first bus wave riders are dismissed, you are welcome to take out your cell phone and check all the messages and all the Facebook and everything that you want to check. However, make sure that your cell phone is turned off from 7:30 to 3 o'clock school time, Central Time, every day while you're here at the Freshman Center. Follow this simple rule and you will be very successful. Okay. Now we need to talk a little bit about absence notes. Traditionally, when you were absent from school, your parent wrote a note for you, you brought it to school, and you placed it in a box so that you could be excused from your absence, and so your teachers could give you back your work. We have to be a little different this year due to COVID. So we are asking for all excuse notes from parents to be emailed to us. We are not going to be accepting paper. So please make sure that you are emailing, and you are emailing Ms. Shellhouse, that's shellhouse.angie@lee.k12.al.us. She will call and she will verify that note actually came from the parent, but we cannot collect papers at this time. If you need a bus note, that means you are not riding the bus that you are scheduled to take, the bus that takes you from your house to the school or from the school to your residence, to your house. You will need a bus note. If you have a bus note, again, we cannot accept paper. We need you to please make sure that you email Ms. Shellhouse or Ms. Blythe, okay? And it's very important that you do that because we need to verify it and get a note to you, or at least communication with the driver, because the driver is not expecting you to walk onto a different bus. So we need to let the drivers know that you have permission to ride the bus. If you have specific questions, please feel free to call or email either Ms. Blythe or myself, Michelle Molinax, and we will be happy to answer any specific questions that you might have. This information is for those students who are first period weight training, otherwise known as Smith Station athletes. If you have weight training first period on your schedule, it is very important that you go to the high school at the beginning of the school day every day for this semester. That's until January. So please make sure that if you are coming in on a school bus, you are staying on the school bus. If you come here to the Freshman Center Junior High first, do not get off the bus. You're staying on the bus and you are going to the high school when they get dropped off. If you start at the high school being dropped off in the morning, please get off the bus at the high school. Do not come here to the Freshman Center for first period weight training athletes only. If you have specific questions about the procedures over at the high school, please make sure to contact either Coach Larson or Coach Glisson, and they can answer specific questions in regards to AM bus procedures over at the high school. If you are a fifth period band member, a marching band member, fourth period, you are going to be getting on the bus which is located right outside the front doors of the math hall by the stadium. At the end of fourth period, you take all your things and you get on the school bus, and we send you to the high school for fifth period so that you can be with Mr. Butler and Mr. Geiger. At the end of the day over there, you need to make sure that you know which bus you need to get onto in order to go home from school to your home residence. It's very important to keep in mind that for the last 2 years, first wave is over here at the Junior High Freshman Center, and second wave is coming from the high school. I need you to think opposite on that, because over at the high school, our second wave is their first wave. And so please do not miss the bus, because we cannot call these buses back once they get back on their routes. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to talk to Mr. Butler, Mr. Geiger. You're welcome to call Ms. Blythe or myself, Michelle Molinax, and we will be happy to answer any specific questions that you may have. We want everyone to be successful, not be stressed on how we are transporting you from the high school to the freshman center or from the freshman center to the high school. So please ask before you get overwhelmed.
All right, we are almost there, almost a Monday, and we are so excited to have y'all back in the building. So just a couple more things before you guys get here on Monday. I'm going to talk quickly to those of you that will be riding a bus at any point of the day, bus riders. So make sure that when you're on the bus, you wear your face covering, either your mask or your shield or both. There's not going to be a lot of social distancing on the bus, so make sure that you are wearing your face covering while you are on the bus. You must follow bus rules at all times. Riding the bus is a privilege, it is not a right, and we are strictly enforcing bus rules this year. So make sure that you see the student handbook. It is available on the Lee County website. So that you know what occurs at each offense for minor offenses, for major offenses. Make sure that you are listening to your bus drivers and that you are doing what you're supposed to while on the bus, or you will be suspended from the bus for whatever amount of time based on the offense or the number of offenses that have occurred. Even if you are an athlete or a band member, as Ms. Molinax has mentioned, you are riding a bus, so those rules still apply to you as well. And we expect you guys to be on your best behavior anyway. So make sure that you're following all bus rules while on the bus. All right, guys, so I know that you want to look fabulous at school, and that is totally fine, but you have to look fabulous and still meet school dress code. So we're going to talk a few minutes about dress code policy here at the Freshman Center. The first thing is no rips in your pants allowed above the knee. If we find that you are wearing pants with rips above the knee, then you come and see me and you get duct taped. We will duct tape all of the rips. If there are too many to cover up, then you will need to call home and get some more pants, and that is your first offense on that. No spaghetti straps or thin straps, no tank tops, and I'm talking to girls and guys here with our dress code policy. No skinny strapped tank tops. No bandanas, so you can't use a bandana as your face covering here at school. You need a mask or you need a shield, or one of the neck gaiters is fine, but no bandanas are allowed at school. No hoodies on your head. You can wear a hoodie, but you can't pull the hood up on your head in the school building. No t-shirts with profanity, illegal substances, anything illegal to minors. No offensive language on any type of graphic on a shirt or jacket or anything like that allowed. No short skirts, no short shorts, like no Nike Tempo running shorts. If they're part of your uniform, you need to have leggings underneath those. If you're wearing a short skirt, if you're a cheerleader or a pantherette, you need to have leggings on under those. Follow the fingertip rule, so you put your arm down by your leg. If your skirt or your shorts are above your longest fingertip, then you should not wear those to school. Let's see. Pants need to be worn at the waist or around the waist area. No pants sagging allowed in school. Those are the big ones that we see a lot. Make sure that you refer to the student handbook on the Lee County website for all of the dress code policy, and make sure that you are adhering to that, because we do strictly enforce dress code here at the Freshman Center. And lastly, when you report to school on Monday, make sure that you either have your schedule printed out, that you have written it down on a sheet of paper, that you have it somewhere so that you know which classes you're supposed to go to when on Monday, room numbers, teachers' names, the period, because we will not be printing out and handing out paper schedules to you next week. So again, we are so excited that y'all are coming in on Monday, and we look forward to having you here, and we look forward to a successful freshman year.